Hello! Welcome back to another one of our episodes where we enlighten you on a fitness topic, one that we choose.
Yes.
You just have to listen to.
We like hearing the sound of our own voices.
Yeah, we sound sexy.
Yes.
Today's topic is going to be performance over aesthetics. As an industry, we've realized that no longer do we care so much about how we look physically, but more as to how we perform. I think that's a pretty beautiful topic considering we've got so many new sports that have come up and people are participating in. Let me hand over to Grant over here in his yellow cap.
Yes. There's always been a real focus on aesthetics when it comes to strength training. A big part of that, in my opinion, is originally I would say that bodybuilding was the main draw to weight training, the main exposure that people had to weight training. Even within sports, before the professional era of sports, there was not an immense amount of weight training and strength training done. It was very much purely just based on the skill aspect of the sport. So bodybuilding really pushed people into the strength training realm, which is fantastic. I don't think anyone should take away from bodybuilding as to how they got people into the gym, because resistance training is so beneficial for your health, unbelievably beneficial. So I think they really deserve a lot of credit for how big of an impact they had in the health world with regards to getting people into resistance training. Much like a lot of things, it's sort of a double-edged sword though. You know, strength training is also so much more than just training to look good. It's a double-edged sword though. There is a great place for weight training, for aesthetics, and I think if you're a bodybuilder, that is your key focus. The downside is if you're not a bodybuilder, don't train like a bodybuilder. I also don't think, like, if you're not a bodybuilder and you're just a general population, there's always also the saying that is really popular now, train like an athlete. At the same time, if you're not an athlete, don't train like an athlete. Your training will most likely, as someone just wanting to focus on health, your training will most likely more reflect that of what an athlete does, just not to the same extent. There are limitations to bodybuilding training, just as there are, hurdles to face when you're training like an athlete. If you're someone that has quite a hectic lifestyle, sometimes training like an athlete can just lead to you breaking down a little bit more, whereas you need a little bit more ebb and flow into your training. But definitely cannot disagree that every person should not be training like a bodybuilder, and training shouldn't be just about looking good. 100% when you're a teenager in your 20s and especially if you're single, I can completely understand looking good to be a main driver. And I think maybe even part of the push that's happening now about training becoming more functional is our generation was like quite young. We were like high school time where health and fitness industry started booming and weight training started booming, and it was very much bodybuilding focused. And a lot of people our age are now becoming big voices in the fitness industry. So I think what a big change in that push is that, well, now there's busy schedules, there's kids, there's family, there's different priorities, because priorities in your life shift over time. And I think there is people from our age group are starting to realize that type of training just for the aesthetics doesn't cross over that well to someone who is wanting to just be healthy and enjoy life to the fullest, because bodybuilding training comes with a lot of restrictions. So I think that's probably where that drive is going, and I do genuinely think that if you're just someone that is wanting to be healthy, aesthetics shouldn't be your goal. You will you watch athletes. You go watch the Olympics. There's some fantastic looking people there. They have great physiques. They're not training for that purpose. The adaptations in muscle mass and body composition is a byproduct of the type of training that they're doing. And I genuinely, I was also someone that was very much into bodybuilding in my teens and my early 20s. And I'll always say it was a fantastic time, but saying that kind of get older and things change a bit, and if it's still your main goal in the bodybuilding competitive side, 100% go for the aesthetics push. But if you would like to look good but also just function really well, then take a more athletic approach to your training. It doesn't always have to be hammering down all the time. It doesn't have to be muscle specific. Your training can be pattern specific. You can incorporate things on the cardio front, and I think that was also again a plus side of something like CrossFit. I know now we're tending more towards the HYROX side, but again, CrossFit you have to give CrossFit credit on how it got the general population to start looking at training in a different way, and I think that's really beneficial. Training should never just be only one option. You should be able to express yourself in multiple ways. I've watched guys go from bodybuilding into CrossFit, going into marathon running, into triathlons, and I think that's a great example. It doesn't always have to stay. I think there's real benefits to taking on a different challenge. Yeah, I think that's in the aesthetics versus performance. I don't swing one way or the other. I think both of them have pros and cons. I think the important thing is just to not think there is only one way of doing it, and there is only one best way to train, and look at taking on a couple of different challenges. You might just find something you absolutely love that you didn't think you would have.
With me doing powerlifting, it's never been about the aesthetics. It's always been about how much I can lift, how much I can push. So it's always been performance driven, but the byproduct is I have fantastic legs, I have fantastic shoulders, I'm strong. I've gotten great muscle volume from the training, and that has allowed me to have what people always see when they see me is like, oh, you look like you train. I'm like, well, yeah, I do. Now for someone who eats as bad as I do, it still shows that I do train, and that's not because I train to look good, it's because I train for performance purpose. But Grant is right in saying that you shouldn't choose one or the other. It's kind of like, if you want to run. If you want to hit some weights, you can. There's no blueprint that you got to stick to get results. Yes, if you are training for specific goal, then yes, but if you're just wanting to be healthy and active, if you don't feel like going to the gym and you'd rather go for a hike, you can do that. If you don't feel like going for a hike and you'd rather want to go and do a lap in the pool, you can do that. I mean, exercise at the end of the day is healthy regardless of which one you choose to do, which discipline you choose. That's what makes it great, because then you can make it fun, you can make it interesting, you can do more things with your friends, like paddle. Paddle is a great opportunity to build great friendships while exercising. And HYROX has come about, and how many friends go and support their friends when they do these HYROX events and Ironman. So you don't have to think of going to look great means to feel great. You got to perform in the sense of what you enjoy doing to feel great.
And there's a lot more crossover than people like to think. In terms of the social thing, if we look at that, I think the running community is a fantastic community. I really, if I look at the kind of running clubs we have in this town, runners are a great community. Triathletes, a fantastic community. We just had the Ironman over here in PE, and these different fitness communities can be seriously great. And again, open yourself to a little bit of crossover, and you'll start to see, like, running, great community, great social aspect. And I think there are a lot of runners that, fantastic runners, but lack a strength component. And so dipping your toe in that water and seeing like how your strength training, again, doesn't have to look like a bodybuilder's. I think, again, because people tend to think of resistance training and weights, and we tend to kind of look at the bodybuilding route, and it doesn't have to be like that, and you can get incredible benefits. And the bodybuilder okay, well, hey, you know, maybe do more cardio than what you're doing now, because I think you'll be really surprised to see what your capacity, your work capacity is going to be like when you have a good functioning cardio system, what your weight management can be like, your carbohydrate usage, what that's like when you start folding in regular cardio. And again, maintaining your health. Bodybuilding is incredibly stressful and demanding on your physiological system. So I think making sure you're keeping yourself healthy while you're pursuing that passion, go for it. There is so much crossover between each of those disciplines. So, you know, obviously it's really it's from a marketing point of view, depending, you know, what, if as a trainer, if you're involved in whatever discipline, it helps a lot hammering down just on that. And there is a benefit to creating very much a divide, or like ours is better. But in actuality, there's so much crossover between them, and I encourage you to give it all a try.
Yeah, I think the message you take away from this, if you're an inactive person that's not currently training and you feel like you don't know what route to take, try it all. One day go for a run, next day do some push-ups. Try it all until you find something that you're comfortable doing, and stick to that for a little bit. And then try something new when you get bored. Don't stick to one thing, try it all. Just get yourself out there, do it with friends, do it with family, do it alone. Just get active. Whether you're walking or whether you're doing strength training, it doesn't matter. You're still doing better than you did before.
100%.
Yeah. And that's that.
I think that's about it. I think we wrapped that up all right.
We did a good job. I mean, I know you guys think we did a good job, but we know we also did a good job.
Yes.
So if you like this, you enjoy our little episodes, our series, do like, comment, share, and send us some questions you want us to answer. We are happy to do that. All right, guys. Bye.
Cheers.